And the winner of the 2011 White Pages Community and Government Award is Catherine Byrne.
I think I should just take a little bit of time to say this is mixed emotions. I accept this with mixed emotions tonight. This morning, like a lot of us, I awoke to some news about a terrible fire in an aged care facility up in Quakers Hill in New South Wales. And currently I'm acting commissioner in New South Wales, so the phone calls started to come in. And it didn't take long for me to realise that as the acting commissioner in New South Wales, my place was actually in Sydney today. So I pretty much got on a plane and went back to Sydney. I went to the scene of the fire. And what a scene. But importantly, I was able to speak to the officers, the first responders who attended the fire this morning. So that was some firefighters and police. And it's a wonderful thing in some respects to actually speak to those officers and those people who do some amazing things. And these officers, they basically very brave, very courageously went into the aged care facility and were able to evacuate and bring nearly 100 people out of the aged care facility. Unfortunately, 4 of the people have died, and there are a number of people still in hospital. However, the actions of those officers and the firefighters was just extraordinary, and that was. So it is, as I say, with mixed emotions that I'm here. So, on a lighter note, however, the journey back was like comedy capers, without doubt. I did plan to prepare a speech just in case today, but that obviously went out the window. And then I thought I'll do it at the airport, and that went out the window because I was on the news bulletins at the airport, and everybody kept on coming up to me and asking me what was happening. And then I thought on the plane I'd be able to do something, but the fellow next to me wanted to talk all about everything as well. And then the plane circled for 35 minutes above Victoria in a holding pattern because of the weather, and it took about 5 hours anyway to come back. But that being said, can I just thank Marnie and everybody else who was very, very good and patient. I think it was a great effort. This is a wonderful award. I very much want to actually thank White Pages, and just hearing about what your organisation has achieved with women is outstanding, and I'd very much like to come and speak more about that. Oh yeah. We in the police force, we have some way to go. We have a quarter of our police officers are women, so there is good representation, but we want that representation to obviously to increase. But I very, very much thank White Pages. I think I would also very much like to really honour and acknowledge every other finalist in the state and territory for this category. I was absolutely astounded by the calibre and the achievements of all the women in this category, and I think that this award is actually recognition for everybody doing such a fantastic job in the area of community and government. I would also very much... I'd also very much like to acknowledge my family. I have my partner Peter here, who's a police officer. He works in a suburb of Glebe in New South Wales, and my mother's here and one of my nieces. It's interesting because one of the questions that I most commonly got asked during this process was, is it true that you've got 16 brothers and sisters? And yes, it is true. There's 2 families joined, so it's steps. We grew up from a very young age, so there's a lot of us who learnt negotiation skills very quickly. Or survival skills, that was more my style. But my family has helped a lot and obviously has shaped the person I am. And one question I was asked yesterday was about my family and how they have shaped me. And I didn't answer this, but I thought about it later. And I thought, of course, I'm very, very fortunate to know them, but I think that more importantly, I think our community and our society is very, very fortunate to have people like that in our society. And I'm very, very proud of them. In terms of the Community and Government Award, I've worked now in the government sector for my whole police career, 27 years, and I think that it's an outstanding job for any person, and it offers a whole range of fantastic opportunities. Within the New South Wales Police Force, I think that this award is recognition for the work that we are doing in the police force, especially in New South Wales. I think that you really do have in New South Wales just under 16,000 police who actually do go to work every day wanting to make a difference. And they do make a difference, like the 2 officers today, the 3 officers today who entered at burning residents and rescued people. I think that that's exactly what we do. We obviously have our goal to reduce crime, and we do that really well. But one of the areas that we're really concentrating on with our community is increasing confidence in police so that we can have a better relationship with the community, better understanding with victims of crime. Obviously, we want to reduce victims, but if people become victims of crime, to do the very, very best that we can to make sure we look after all their needs as a victim of crime. And we have a lot of programs now in place that I've been able to work on with great groups of people, and I think that we are actually making inroads. So one of the great things now about this is hopefully I'll be able to go and visit maybe our other policing jurisdictions, because I know our other jurisdictions as well are doing the same sorts of things in terms of community confidence. So that being said, I just would like to say thank you, and it's a humbling experience, so thank you.